Myself growing up, no, I never even heard the word indigenous until I was like about 17. You know? I grew up, in Barrio Chicano, Barrio La Familia. I was gangbanging. You know, I got jumped in when I was about 14 years old. And that was my life. You know, I was always proud of being Mexican, but never really fully understood, you know, what that meant until I came across this.
The lodge itself represents the womb, and it's basically a rebirth and a chance to start over clean.
A maestro, a teacher, he took me out to the reservation and reintroduced me to this way of life, to the drum, to the sweat. And that was the first ceremony I partook of, was a sweat lodge. It's a sacrifice, you know. All our ceremonies, they require a lot of physical discipline. It was a huge sacrifice. And me as an individual, the first time I was able to break down and find some sense of humility. And so I broke down and I prayed, first time in my life. It felt really good, you know, it felt really good. It felt like that's the place I needed to be. And from there, introduced to different people, different circles. And then I found other Chicano Calpulli circles where they were doing the same thing. And that always felt really good. Reformation that as Chicano people were indigenous, and found out that there was people like Willie, you know, that had been doing it since the 60s, since the 70s.
We go in, we introduce ourselves, we close it up, we pour water on the rocks. It's a purification. It's like a steam bath sort of thing, but it's not a casual, it's more of a ceremony than like a sauna. Those of us that started it here are, you know, we're older folks now, and it's we've been blessed with the opportunity to pass it on to some of the younger people that have the energy and the physical abilities to keep this thing going.
And yeah, it's still here, despite all this constructions, everything that's developed throughout time. We're still here in an urban community. Ceremonial grounds. We don't have to be on a reservation or anything like that. Still here, and that's something that we take a lot of pride in.